Hey everyone, welcome back to the workshop. Artisan Pirate here, and in today's fun video we're going to be decorating the workshop for the Christmas and holiday season for 2025. It's almost time to wrap up for the year, and this is a video I always like to bring to the channel and to the platform to inform you guys on how we will wrap up the year. Now this is a fully functional workshop. As you guys know, a lot of sawdust is made out here, and I try to keep it as clean as possible, but there's always sawdust laying around on the workbenches, on the tools, things like that. So I don't go above and beyond with the decorating for Christmas season, but I still like to put up a little tree over in the corner, a Santa hat on the Jolly Roger by the scroll saw, and a nice string of lights around the sticker swap sticker wall that is ever growing and ever evolving. That way, when family, friends, loved ones, someone new stops by the workshop and they step in here during this magical time of year, they're going to be like, hey, this is a really cool place to hang out and relax and learn in. So we are going to do that in the video, and then after we get done with the decorating, I want to talk about maybe a couple of ideas I have, and then I'll also talk about how we are going to wrap up for 2025. Longtime followers and subscribers will know that I take a yearly break at the end of every year to spend the magical Christmas season with my family, friends, and loved ones, and I also spend New Year's with them, and then we will pick up filming for the channel and videos over here on the platform in the following year. So I want to explain a little bit more about that, but without further ado, let's move the camera and start decorating the workshop for Christmas. And to get started decorating, we're going to clear off the guitar amplifier from all of the knickknacks here, like the miniature pirate skeleton that I 3D printed and painted, and the little sign my buddy Ben made me. And then we're going to begin by putting the Santa hat on the Jolly Roger, hanging by the carved sign my buddy Lou at Crosscut Carvings made for me a few years ago. And then I'm going to put the little Christmas tree on the amplifier. You guys know I love listening to music out in the workshop, and whatever music I listen to just depends on the mood that I'm in. But I've always been told I have an old soul when it comes to my taste in music. And now we are putting the Christmas lights around the sticker swap sticker wall. And I have debated in years past about just leaving these up here year round, because I like how it draws the eye to the wall of motivation, which is the sticker swap sticker wall, but I always end up taking them down after each and every Christmas season is over. And that's pretty much it for the decorating, but now there's something else I wanted to do in this video. And over here on this end of the workbench, I have my Craftsman tools and the batteries and the chargers, and I've got an idea for this spot that I want to ask you guys about when we get ready to close this video. But for now, I'm moving them all to a new location just to try something new out in the workshop. Of course, floor space is always at a premium, and I'm always looking for ways to maximize the space out in the workshop. But I'm just moving everything here. Again, there's a light layer of sawdust on everything, even though I do have the air filtration unit hanging in the rafters of the workshop, and it is 9 times out of 10 on when I'm out in the workshop. But now that that area is cleaned out, I'll put the tools over at their new place over on the countertop here, and using this power strip here, just trying to decide how I want everything to flow. You guys know we put this countertop and all of the drawers in a couple of years ago, I believe it was. We took out the CNC machine, and I've really loved having the counter space and all of the drawer space. And I don't know if I'm going to like this system for charging the batteries. I might play with this a while just to see what works best. But I do like that all of the Craftsman battery operated tools are now within easy reach. I don't have to lean over the scrap bin to get them. Again, I'll tell you guys in more detail about the idea I have for that space we just cleaned off as we get ready to close the video. But if you guys like what you're seeing, I would highly encourage you to subscribe to my channel, and hopefully also follow me across all the social media feeds under the Artisan Pirate name. I'd really appreciate the support. but that is how we decorate the workshop for the Christmas season. And you can see it has that nice Christmassy glow when the lights in the workshop are out. And it just puts off a good vibe during the magical Christmas season. And that, my friends, is how we decorate the workshop for the Christmas and holiday season to wrap up the year with. Really, really fun. I have fun every year that I decorate the workshop. As I said at the beginning of the video, it is a fully functioning workshop, so I don't really go above and beyond with the decorations out here. I just put up a little Christmas tree. I put the Santa hat on the Jolly Roger to get him in the Christmas spirit, and then I put a little string of lights around the sticker swap sticker wall. And again, this is a wall of motivation each and every time I look at it. If I'm over here on the workbench and I'm gluing something together and I'm waiting for the glue to set up or dry, or I'm trying to assemble something and I just happen to glance up here, I'm thinking, wow, the woodworking and maker community is such an amazing community to be a part of, and I'm blessed and humbled to be a part of it and to have my name, or my bandana so to speak, in the hat with all of these amazing individuals that are featured on the sticker swap sticker wall. Got a nice cup of coffee in the Clingsboro Woodworking Shop coffee thermos that they sent me. Thank you guys for that. Nice flavorful cup of coffee in here. But before we formally close the video, I want to talk about two things. The first thing I want to talk about is how we will close out the year and take our yearly break. I do this every year. And then the second thing I want to talk about is why we cleared off this workbench in the time-lapse portion of the video under the Roycon and Clingsboro Woodworking Shop banner. This is part of the main workbench that the scroll saw sits on. You guys know I love having an L-shaped workbench, just to where I can keep rotating around without having to get up and get down during the scroll saw woodworking process. But we got the shop decorated, and now I'm ready to focus on wrapping up the year with Christmas and seasonal themed videos. Of course, I'll do a couple videos dedicated to the true and honest meaning of the Christmas season, and that of course is the birth of Jesus Christ. And then I'll do maybe a couple videos focusing on the fun and fanciful side of Christmas, you know, Santa, the presents, the Christmas tree, the gifts, the decorations, and all of that. But I've got around 4 or 5 more full-length, start-to-finish scroll saw woodworking project videos that I want to make and bring to the platform here before we close out the year. But every year when I take this yearly break, people reach out to me on social medias, they'll text message me, they'll email me, reach out on the social platforms and ask, please tell us you are not going away from the platform doing videos. And that's not my intention. It's just, for me, it's just a time to pack the cameras away and focus on spending time with my family, friends, and loved ones during the Christmas and New Year season. That's a magical time to spend time with your family, friends, and loved ones. Any time of the year is a great time to spend time with those you love. But it's just a magical season where you need to cherish those memories and spend as much time with your family, friends, and loved ones during that magical time of year. And I'm really looking forward to it. Might get to go out and see some Christmas lights. If I do, I might film a video to bring for a future Wednesday or Friday video over here on the channel. But again, it's just a time for me to relax and potentially learn something new to bring to the platform in the following year. Again, we've got around 4 or 5 more scroll saw project videos to release, and those will of course come out on the Monday, as they always do over here on the channel. Again, my plan is to never go away from scroll saw woodworking. It's still the most fun I have out here in the workshop when I'm making or creating something, to sit right there at the scroll saw, put on the dust mask, put on the ear protection, put on some good music, and just get zoned out in the world of sawdust while making and creating beautiful art. There's also some Christmas gifts I want to make behind the scenes, behind the camera, so to speak, and I need time to focus on those without moving the camera to each and every station, if that makes any sense. But again, I will take around a 4 or 5 week break once we do our final video. There will be a final Monday scroll saw project video, and I will announce on the platforms and in the video that it is the final video of the year. But then on that there'll be a video that Wednesday, and then on that Friday there'll be a final year in review retrospective coming up where I'll just talk about everything that happened during the year 2025, talk about ideas and plans for the future, and ask for your guys' opinions on the future for the next year when the cameras come back out in the workshop and we get ready to rock and roll in the new year. And I'll usually start again always with a shop tour. I always like to start off each and every year, every season so to speak, in late January with an updated shop tour. That gives you guys a way to reacquaint yourself where everything is out here in the workshop, and also if someone new is just hopping onto the channel, when they see that videos are back up on the platform, it'll introduce them to where everything again is out here in the workshop. But that is how I will close the year out over here on the channel. Again, I'm not going away. It's just I feel like everyone over on the social media platforms that makes videos and things like this needs to take the break and relax and enjoy the time in that magical time of year with their family, friends, and loved ones. Now, the second thing I want to talk about before we close the video is why I moved the Craftsman tools over to the countertop and off of this workbench. Two reasons. One reason, I wanted to try the tools over there because over here I've got my scrap bin right here. You guys can't see it, but it's right here in the floor and it's overflowing as it always is because for some reason I just can't throw away scrap wood. But it's kind of hard to reach over here to get the tools. See how I'm doing that, you know, and the battery chargers and everything. So I wanted them in a more easily accessible spot out here in the workshop, if that makes any sense. But the other reason is I would like to get the CNC machine back in the workshop, and I want your guys' opinions. Please let me know down in the description, the comment section below this video, what you guys think of this idea. The CNC machine is a rectangle. I think it's 2.5 foot wide by maybe 3 foot 4 inches long, I think, like that, and maybe a foot tall. I would like to put it here. Longtime followers and subscribers will remember it used to be under the Artisan Pirate banner where that countertop is now. We put that out here, I think, 1.5 years ago, and I've loved having it. I've loved having the drawer space to where I can organize stuff and put stuff in the drawer to keep sawdust from piling up on it, like laser accessories, you know, spare tools, tool sets. You know, I'm getting familiar with where everything is to where I can just reach over there and grab it without having to look. But I've done that and I was so happy with that. But when I did that, I had not used the CNC machine in a very long time. As a matter of fact, when I decided to finally take it out of the workshop, I had used it once in a whole calendar year, and I thought, okay, it's time to move this out, move something else in, and later on I can switch it back if I want to. As I said, I'm very happy with the counter and having the counter space to put stuff on and display stuff on. But back here, again, with it being hard to reach, I felt that the CNC machine could potentially go here. Now I would have to extend this work table a little bit, maybe go get a sheet of plywood for that, you know, a thick sturdy piece of plywood, and extend it maybe 3.5 inches, so not long at all. And keep in mind, the CNC has the gantry arm. It's an old CNC Shark machine. I think Klingspor Woodworking Shop and stores like that still sell them. But the gantry arm can move forward and back, kind of like a 3D printer and a laser engraver. So I would be able to change out the bits for carving and get it leveled out and everything up here and not have to always reach all the way back here. You know, the only time I'd pretty much have to reach back there would be to plug it up when I move it out here, if I intend to do that. The CNC machine is still on the family property. It's in a storage location, but again, it's just a tool that I'd like to bring back out here because I've got some ideas rolling around in my head that I'd like to make and bring to life visually to document over here on the platform as we continue to evolve in the woodworking flow out here in the workshop. Again, never intending to go away from scroll saw woodworking. It's still the most therapeutic thing that I do out here in the workshop, and it's the most relaxing thing I do out here in the workshop. But it's just an idea I'm toying around with. I'm going to leave the Craftsman tools where we put them for the Christmas season, and if we start back up in the new year and they're back over here, you know, that might be how it goes. You know, I have figured out something else. I had actually toyed with the idea of filming a whole video on, hey, where do you guys think the CNC machine could go? Let's talk about it and walk through it together, you know. But I thought I could add it in this video, you know, just to tie everything all in one. We got the workshop decorated and we got a spot cleaned out, potentially for the CNC machine to go back to. Again, I released maybe 6, 7, 8 videos with the CNC machine back when it was out here in the workshop. And again, I'd like to do a few more projects with it. You know, I'd like to learn more about pocket carving, you know, putting a hollow in a piece of material, you know, like a drawer or something. So that's just stuff I'd like to try and attempt. And of course, I love to do the V carving to make signs out of panels that we've milled up. And that's just some more stuff that I would like to do now that I've got the ideas in my head. It's just finding the space out here in the workshop to set it up, because that's a tool that has to have a permanent location. The scroll saw, for instance, I can take it up, put it on the stand, and take it outside on a nice day, you know, and do a project out there, you know, in the bright sunshine and everything. CNCs are not like that. They could potentially be if you had them on a rolling cart, but again, for the purpose out here, I think it would be better to find a permanent fixed location for it, if that makes any sense. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. We've got the shop decorated for the Christmas season, and we're going to kick off Christmas and seasonal videos to wrap up the year of 2025 with over here on the channel, and I hope you all are looking forward to it. Thank you all for watching this video and following along as we got ready for the Christmas and holiday season. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you'll click that subscribe button and follow me across all my social media feeds under the Artisan Pirate name. As always, all of the social media links connected with me will always be linked down in the description box below these videos. That's about all for this one, and remember guys, if I can make it or do it, so can you guys. I'm the Artisan Pirate. Let's have a happy and safe Christmas season 2025. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon.